I love the movie Sinners, but it's literally the plot of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, hey. So I had to get that part from another user who is in this a part of the stitch that you'll see if you go to him. He dog walks him just as good. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to say something that people really, really need to pay attention to. I see a lot of people complain about the fact that this guy doesn't get his roses from Warner Brothers and Ryan Coogler and the movie Sinners, because he stole from Dusk Till Dawn. From Dusk Till Dawn is actually a white guy movie about Latino vampires who, by the way, are the bad guys. They're not represented in a very positive light. So therefore, that's probably the wrong film to actually say give us representation because you know we need to be seen. You're not being seen in a great light. I'll just go so far as to say that. Now, here's the thing where a lot of people are missing, at least from what I've seen. I've been down the rabbit hole, and everybody is jumping on this poor slob about the fact that you don't need to be represented in this movie. And we're talking about Sinners. Yes, I've seen the movie 4 times. It's awesome. It's everything that a black person could possibly ask for because it represents us. But here's the deal. You guys picked the wrong movie. You should be picking a film that actually represents you guys, that is, I'd say, a much more better film that you guys are actually a part of, that you actually built, that you actually created. Does anybody remember Hispanic Satanics or Satanic Hispanics? I'm not exactly sure of the title of the film because it's been a while since I've seen it. But when I did see it, I think there were a lot of Latinos in that film, created by Latino directors and writers and producers. It's an anthology movie, an interesting genre to go in there and talk about. But it's an anthology horror movie, and I think it's extremely good. Here's how extremely good it was, apparently to everybody else outside of the Latino community. It didn't show in any theaters, and if it did, it wasn't near me. And I'm literally amongst the upper Midwest here. Didn't see it in theaters. Didn't see it represented in theaters. Didn't see it anywhere except for Shudder, a streaming service that allowed you guys to have fun. Now down south, down there in Texas and Nevada and all that good stuff, I'm sure it was seen in theaters because the Alamo Draft House is down there, and they can represent a host of independent film, which Sinners is not. It's a blockbuster. It's a film that's meant to be seen around the world. And once you guys figure out how to get your movies represented in that way, then you'll feel more comfortable about the fact that everybody will see your movie and everybody will be represented and everybody will get their roses. Well, in this particular case, and From Dusk Till Dawn, we weren't represented. Dude, what are you talking about? Fred Williams was in there, man. Black exploitation god, football dude. He got wasted in the film. Okay? And I can tell you why he was wasted in the film. Quentin Tarantino wrote that damn movie. He gave Fred Williams a little bit of roses. Did he have to die? No. But it was funny the way it went down anyway. Still, The representation in From Dusk Till Dawn was exactly what it was supposed to be. White guys defeating evil people of color. Whereas Satanic Hispanics, everybody in color, everybody of color was wiped out by everybody of color. Even the representation of the evil itself was represented by a person of color. Never thought about that, did you? Yeah. But you need to understand, if a film is being made for us, by us, then that's a concept that you truly need to understand. Films like Last Train to Busan was for the Koreans. The original Ringu was for the Japanese. Action flicks like, I don't know, old school Jackie Chan police story films was made for the Chinese. And then there's real horror from other representations. I mean, Jesus Christ, Spain just is just celebrating an anniversary for Wreck, which the white folks remade and stole. Do I have to tell you this? And then there's stuff today, like When Evil Lurks and Terrified. Some things that they'll probably never touch because of the subject matter. But you guys did that. You guys created that. And yet, when it comes time for a bigger, bolder box office bonanza of something like Sinners comes along, oh, we want to be represented. Where is our flowers? Where is our seat at the table? Dude, you guys were creating your own seat at the table. The problem is, you don't go any further up to get to the big table. That's why Ryan Coogler said, screw you bums, I'm creating my own big table. That's why in other film genres, people are creating their own tables. They're not trying to put food on the big table only to have it served down to their small little table. We've done all of that already. It's called black exploitation. The greatest and finest, most beautiful black people of all time in films that had black representation was produced by white people. We had to be the good people to defeat the bad people. And what was represented in those films back then as the bad people? Those that couldn't handle the sun for too long. Okay? Let us have this. Let us have our fun. Let us have our moment in the sun. Because, like Stack said, the last time that I saw the sun, that was when I was most free. Someday you guys will figure it out. And hopefully one day you'll create your own magnificent masterpiece, regardless of what genre it just happens to be. Ryan Coogler gave you the opportunity to do that in Black Panther 2. Why didn't you get that, take it, and did your own thing? Wait, you actually did. It's called Satanic Hispanic. Yeah, it's that film. But you didn't go no further than that. You took it to the second rung, you pushed it to the top, hoping that it would be okay, and it just fell off to the second run again. Do movies with the backing of these people. Tell them that it's about your culture and what you do. And you too will have a soon-to-be 3-week in a row #1 movie. Here endeth the lesson.